What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Elijah Trades, and welcome back to another video. Back on my grind, on my daily uploads, trying to give out as much information as possible for the free ski. No charge, no cost to you, giving as much trading information as I can to the people of YouTube, man, because I don't have anyone to share it with. I don't have like someone under my wing to share it with. So might as well just put it on YouTube. You give and you receive. So, but I'm not expecting anything back. But as you can tell by the title, I've been trading for 4 years. Really, 2 years hard trading of consistent trading, but 4 years on and off. And these last 4 years, it has taught me a lot. As of recent, I've been seeing more consistency in my trading, and that's because of the habits I've built over the years. They began to stick with me, and from all the losses that I took, I learned from them and all that. So basically, in this video, I just want to go over what it takes to be that consistently profitable trader, and just everything that I learned in the last 4 years. And let's go ahead and switch to the whiteboards. If you've seen my other videos, you already know we switched to the whiteboard so I can help visualize what I'm saying. And as you know, everything that I say in my videos are off the dome, but I do have some key points written down. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, now that I switched to the whiteboard, let's go ahead and start unloading some information I have for you guys. And the first thing I want to tell you guys is that it's going to be a long journey. Well, at least for most people, it's going to be a long journey. The reason it took me 4 years to become consistent in my trading is mostly because I had other distractions that kept me away from trading, such as relationships, college. I just graduated last year. Relationships, jobs, all sorts of things, right? So everybody's journey is going to look different. You might have someone, let's draw a little chart or something, or like a timeline or something. And this is like 10 years. This is like 6 months or something, right? Some people, it might take 6 months because, ooh, excuse me, it might take 6 months. No, I'm just playing with you. But it might take 6 months for some people just because they can just lock in for that 6 months and really, really just dive into trading and only trading. So if that's something that you're doing right now, it might take you 6 months. It might take you a year. It might take you, I don't know, 5 years, 4 years like me, 8 years. It definitely just depends on the person and how busy you are and how bad you want it, because being a consistently profitable trader is not easy. It is a tough task to do, mentally, spiritually. You might not get why spiritually now, but you'll understand later once you're deep into trading. Spiritually, mentally, even physically, right? Because I feel like going to the gym or doing something with your body that's a good habit does translate into trading. So it might take different times for some people. Like I said, it might take 1 year for some people, just because I don't know, you might have a kid that you're taking care of. You might have jobs. You might be in school still. Might not have the funds. It's a bunch of different things. But for me, it took me like 4 years. I'm gonna just mark this as a 4 year mark. I don't know if it is, just mostly because when did I start? Back in 2020, right? So it's 2024 now. I was in college, COVID, different type of relationships, and I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't fully locked in with myself, so I was still drinking and partying and all that. Thinking stupid, drinking, partying, stuff like that, etc. I wasn't fully locked in. Locked in. I basically wasn't locked in for the whole 4 years. I feel like if I was completely locked into trading and actually learning what I need to do to become consistently profitable, and not listening to like certain people on YouTube like 90% winning strategy, or do this and you instantly become profitable, buy my room and you'll see consistency within 2 days. If I wasn't falling for that, it probably would have took me like a year and a half, right? A year and a half. So Yeah, understand it's a different journey for everybody, but for most, it's gonna take a longer. I'll say at least 2 years, for most people, just because you have other things going on in your life that's like uncontrollable. So I don't really expect you to give 100% to of each of your days to trading. So it's different for everybody, of course. And yeah, saying that, going into my next topic that you need to know going into trading is that when it comes to strategies, right, you have to understand. Let's move over a little bit. So, first one, you got to understand that it's going to take a while, or it's different for everybody. Everybody's journey is different, but usually it takes a longer period of time for people to see consistency in their trading. So, going over the strategies, number one thing I would say about strategies is that, well, there's a couple things I can say about strategies. Is that one, it does not matter. It doesn't matter what strategy you use, from ICT to what SMC to whatever, price action, whatever. It does not matter what strategy you use, but it does matter how often you switch strategies. And I say, once you find a strategy that fits you, don't ever change, no matter if it's on a dry streak, a bad streak, a win streak, whatever. If you think you see something better, if you think your strategy's falling off, don't ever change, right? Because once you change your strategy, then you're basically starting from day one over, day one again. Because the biggest part of trading is mastering, not the biggest part of trading, but a big part of trading is mastering your strategy, right? And you can't really master your strategy without trading it. And by mastering your strategy, it takes time to do that, right? So let's say this is little you, right? And then, it takes some time. You're taking steps, right? Taking steps across the road. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but let's just say this like a year road, and you get here and you're starting to see some consistency in your trading, and you're starting to see a little dollar sign, not anything crazy, probably seeing like $100 here, like on a daily or something, $100 there, $50 lost there, blah blah blah, right? But then once you get here, you start questioning your strategy, and you start looking off and wandering off. Oh, maybe I should try a different strategy. And once you start looking at these other strategies that you think will make you a lot of money, you just restart from day one of learning the original strategy. And that's because markets move in structures. The reason why we backtest is because backtesting allows us to help kind of not predict. I won't say predict because markets are random, but they do move in structures. Um, but it helps us determine when to take a trade or not. So once you've mastered a strategy, you understand how price action moves within that strategy and how certain trades would play out. You learn different A plus setups. You learn bad setups, all sorts of things. And once you take your eye off that certain strategy, or once you stop using that strategy, you're just going back to day one of learning a new strategy. So once you find a strategy, and like I said, strategy does not matter. As long as you backtest it and notice it's profitable and you have an edge with it, strategy does not matter. And yeah, you just stick to one strategy, and over time, once you master that strategy, you're gonna get to a point. If say you don't go to the new strategy, you're gonna get to a point where basically you can just shut off your brain and just work completely and just in rhythm with the market, because you just been trading the strategy so much. You know when it's coming into effect. You know how the market works. Um, it's no longer you thinking anymore. You're just in rhythm. It's like an unconscious behavior, and that's the main goal. You want to make trading kind of an unconscious behavior. Just like if you're driving to like a Walmart right now, right? You probably have so many things on your mind, but once you get to Walmart, you don't even recall making a drive there, just because like you've built up that recognition and that pattern and that comfort of just being able to drive there and back safely, comfortably, and that's basically where you're trying to get to in trading. So I'm not 100% there yet myself, but I'm starting to lock in more, focus more, and I feel like very soon I'm gonna get into that flow state. But as for now, I'm not in that flow state. And also for strategies, along with strategies as the as well, slow down, but as long as you pick one strategy, right? Also pick one instrument to trade too, just because all instruments move sort of different. CL is not going to move the same as NQ. NQ doesn't move the same as ES. ES doesn't move the same as gold. Forex um, instruments don't move the same as stock market stocks and stuff. So pick one instrument as well as with your strategy. I made a video yesterday about it, about how to find your strategy. So go ahead and check that video out if you need help finding a strategy. Also go over my strategy in that video. So that's point two I wanted to make. Now point three I want to make, which is probably one of the more important ones, is that when it does come to strategy, right? Oops. As a newer trader, right? When it comes to strategy, I say that's 80% of the game for you, is finding that strategy. Because I'm not gonna lie, for myself, it took a long time to find a strategy that's built for me and makes me comfortable in the market. So I'll say finding and using that strat is 80% of the game for you, and then 20% is psychological for you, because you're still learning the ropes. You're still psychological. You're still learning how markets move and everything, and yeah, basically it's 80% strat for you, 20% psychological, because you're learning how your strategy works. You're learning how the market moves with it. You're learning your good setups, blah blah blah. But once you become more of an experienced trader, right? Right, experienced, right? I hope I spelled that right. I don't know, experience. Hey, I have a finance degree, bro. I'm not an English major. You feel me? I have a finance degree, but um, yeah. Going off of that, once you're an experienced trader, you're gonna realize it's more of a 90% psychological game than a and more of a 10% strategy game, right? Because going back to what I'm saying originally is that strats don't matter. You realize as you become more experienced, the way markets move, the way they stop hunt, the way all types of all different sorts of things happen. You may predict that your strategy might go one way, but the complete opposite may happen. Um, that's where it's more psychological than anything, and just believing that your strat will work, believing in yourself that you won't blow up, that you'll overcome your emotions. Um, you'll notice like the deep work you have to do to actually become a consistently profitable trader. Once you get to that point, you're gonna notice that strats really don't matter. All the courses that you pay for, it does not matter. It's not gonna help you. There's a lot of free tools on the internet, by the way, but you're gonna notice once you become more experienced that it's 90% psychological and 10% the strat, right? Just because you might have the greatest strat in the world, but the market can move in a million and one ways, and your strat is only saying it can go one way. So just know, uh, I think am I gonna dive into? Yeah, I'm gonna dive into the psychological part a little bit. But just understand that as a newer trader, yes, find your strategy, find out what fits you, what type of trader you are. Go check out yesterday's video. The strat that fits you, stick with that strat, learn that strat. But once you learn everything about that strat, start learning about your psychology, because that's the biggest part of trading. And especially if you want to be a long-term trader, yes, it's going to be a psychology that plays the biggest role over anything else. I promise you. Nobody teaches you this because everybody wants to sell you a course. So they're going to sell you the strat rather than the psychological part. And but I'm telling you, it's opposite. If you can ask any trader ever that actually like consistently built up themselves and their good habits and that are profitable, actually profitable, and not selling you something, they would agree with me 100%, 1000%. I mean, I would bet. I mean, I just graduated, so I ain't got much to bet. I'll bet my car on it that 90% of profitable traders, 99.9% of profitable traders would agree with me that trading is 90% psychological and 10% the strat, or around that number. So, all right. That being said, going into the next part, we'll also deal with strategies, right? And you'll notice this as you become more of an experienced trader as well, is that there's no magical indicator, right? There is no magical indicator that's going to instantly just make you profitable. There's no automated system that's going to instantly just make you a ton of money. There's no magical, well, there might be, you might have that mentor that helps you out. But these courses and stuff where they're just trying to sell you something, there's no magical course. Maybe there is, but most courses are not going to make you profitable, right? It's all your own work. So there's no magical indicator, right? There's no magical automated system. That's what I said, right? And courses are usually bad. So knowing that, maybe as a new trader, you know, I'm telling you guys this because I spent a lot of money on indicators, on these automated systems. Like, let's make an example. Futures Analytica. I don't know if you guys heard of that. It's some order flow system. Maybe it works out for some people, but it didn't work out for me. I spent like, what was it, like $800 to $1,000 on that system, and it was pretty bad. At least for me. I know Alpine didn't have luck with it either. I spent a ton of money on indicators that I thought, oh yeah, if I had this, oh yeah, there's no doubt I'll be profitable. Wrong. Comes back to what I said originally. It's psychological more than the strategy, right? Because still found myself blowing up, still found myself having FOMO, still found myself over trading. All those things still happen, even if you have some type of magical indicator or some magical automated system or some magical guru that makes $1 million a day online, but never shows proof about it. But I'm just want to let you know, even if you find some type of magical indicator, the market does what it wants, right? You have to understand it does what it wants at any time, at any moment. As much as you think the trade might win, as soon as you put on the trade, you could lose. I won't say it's a 50-50 chance that you lose because we're going off of historical probabilities, but I'm going to say it's a 50-50 chance that you lose, okay? So there's no magical indicator. Get that out your head when looking at all these online videos. There's no automated system that's going to make you profitable, and courses are usually bad, right? So going to the next point is that I guess you can count it for all of this, more for the experience part. And it's that if you actually want to do this until like you're dead, like you want to, like you actually want this for life and you want to trade for life and you love trading and like this is your, you know, this is the profession you want to do, you're going to have to do some deep work. There's a lot of work that you're going to have to uncover from yourself, right? To get to that point of, okay, I'm okay with everything that's going on in trading and I accept everything that's trading, that trading has to offer. I know the pros and cons, blah, blah, blah. I know not to get deep into my emotions. A lot of things, right? So by deep work, you're going to have to overcome a lot of emotions, right? And I'm probably going to make a long video about this because there's a lot to uncover when it comes to emotions in trading. If you guys heard of Fat Cat, I learned a lot from him. I used him. I used him, or I still do watch his videos every time he does drop. But I use him for the most part as my mentor because I don't really have anybody guiding me. I've been on this solo journey for years, but I use most of his videos as some mentorship towards me because I know he's a good trader and he provides proof that he's a good trader. And really, when it comes to emotions, there's a lot of deep work that's gonna have to happen. I'm not gonna cover everything in this video. I'm gonna make another video about it. But if you guys have heard of shadow work, there's a lot of that that's gonna have to come into this video, or not into this video, into trading. If you want to become a long-term trader, you're gonna have to do a lot of shadow work, a lot of meditation. And I know a lot of people, meditation, no, I can't meditate. I'm not a hippie. Bro, get that out of your head, because meditation is really just uncovering yourself and learning how to observe your emotions rather than react to them, right? Or let your emotions control you. So meditation, what are some other things? Meditation, learning how to control and observe and accept your emotions and not letting them control you, and just a bunch of other things that go into it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a video soon talking about like everything on the emotion side of trading. So yeah, that's one of the deep working things that you're gonna have to do if you want to do this long term. Another thing is good habits, right? Not even only in trading, but also outside of trading. So like I said, meditations. Maybe some people won't need meditating. I don't know. But for me, meditating has really helped a lot. It helped me understand and control my emotions more. Going to the gym, like I think I said earlier in this video, talking about like control or handling your physical body. I feel like if you're not healthy, you're not going to be a good trader because it's just if you're not feeling good, you're not going to trade good, basically. So going to the gym, just building good habits outside of trading. And if you read Atomic Habits, you understand why building good habits lead to just a better life in general. So I know it sounds crazy, but making your bed in the morning, sticking to routines, good routines for yourself, cutting off the bad habits and sticking to the good ones, focusing on your good habits, and just things of that nature. It all translates into trading and the type of trader you are and how long you're going to be in the game for. Let's see what else I have written down. And yeah, I didn't write really much else. Just the psychological work, which is like the emotions, the deep work. I'm talking about the shadow work, everything. And just building and changing your habits to good ones that you need to become a experienced trader. I have other videos on it, and I will continue to make videos on what you need to do to become a consistently profitable trader. So if you want to go check those videos out, be my guest. If not, hey, trading isn't for everybody, I guess. So, but yeah, that's another point. And then my next point, I'm gonna cover two more points, and then I'll just end up the video. How long we've been going? Oh, 20 minutes. Damn, it's been 20 minutes. Okay, but the next point I want to get to is that yes, obviously we're here for the money, right? Obviously we want the money, right? Actually, let's do this instead. Obviously, we want the money. But you have to understand that trading is not about the money. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, like what what am I here for? I know it sounds crazy. And I know it sounds like bro, what? Why am I watching this video then? But just hear me out, right? If anybody's watching this video and ever had FOMO or overtraded, revenge traded, please type in the comments why, because at least for me, when I ever did those things, I was scared to miss out on some money, right? I'm missing out on money, I'm losing money, blah, blah, blah. And once you understand that losing money, losing, gaining, all that, losing and gaining money is all a part of trading, and realizing that if you trade correctly, you're strat correctly, and that comes back to the psychological work. When you realize trading, or if you think trading is about the money, you got to work more on your psychological. You got to look at trading as its own profession. And traders, I go into this in one of my videos the other day, so I'm not gonna deep dive into it. You can go check out that video. But understanding that trading is its own profession, and traders don't do it for the, well, obviously we start off doing it for the love of money, but once you get more experience, you got to understand that it's the love for trading that you have. It's the love for, okay, I accept that the market is going to give me whatever it gives me, and I'm not going to force anything that the market doesn't. I'm going to observe and just basically react to and place trades based on the data that's given to me. That's basically what trading is. It's not, okay, yeah, I'm a trade looking for dollar signs, because that's how you blow up accounts and everything. You're trading because you love trading. You love waiting and being patient, being focused, and waiting for the times that is correct to trade, taking good setups, understanding your emotions, all the good habits in trading. I'm not gonna go deep into it, but because I have that video. But once you understand that it's not about the money, but traders trade, that's where your trading is going to take the next step, because you start to learn more about yourself. You start learning that once you know that money is just it's the prize. It's basically it's just like the what can I say? What can I call it? Money is just the reward for you being a good trader, or a consistent trader. All the good habits that traders have, money is just a reward, and trading is just your love for it, and taking each trade and making sure each trade is correct based off your strat and your emotions on everything. That's where your love should be, and not the money. The more you find your love in controlling what you can and observing the market and taking the best setups that you can, being patient where you can, the more the money is going to come in. So people look at trading as just a ton of money to be made and everything, but you have to look at trading as being an actual trader and taking the good setups, having the good habits of a trader and things of that nature, right? I'm not going to go any more into it, because like I said, go check out the video from the other day. I go into a deep dive into it. But yeah, once you understand that traders trade and traders don't make money, that's where your next steps are going to happen in trading. And my last one is that you're going to quit 1,000 times, right? Over these last 4 years, oh man, I can't tell you how many times, I'm gonna open up to you guys. I can't tell you how many times I've cried over this. I've freaking just had to, like, I punched my monitor, punched something on my desk over this. I just so angry towards like other people because of trading. So yeah, you're gonna quit 1,000 times, right? But are you willing to get back up 1,000 times and learn from each time you made the mistakes? That's the whole point. That's anything in life, right? But trading specifically, if you want to do this for life, you really have to put in the work of learning from each mistake and getting back up after each failure, because the best losers win in this market, right? No matter how much of a winner you think you are, you're gonna lose in trading. And each loss you just have to learn from, and each win you have to learn from. Each day you have something new to learn from in trading. And I promise you, reviewing yourself, controlling your emotions, learning where you went wrong, every time you have a little setback, learning from that setback, and going another 10 steps forward, having another five to six steps back, but going another 10 steps forward, you're gonna see your trading game excel tremendously. But that's as long as you learn from it and you don't let it get to you. Because over the years, I have let it get to me so many times. Do I regret it? No, I don't, because I know it's part of the game and that you're learning, and you got to understand that the markets are against you and they want you to feel like this because they want your money. So learning from each mistake that you have, each mistake that you do, knowing that you're gonna get setbacks, but how you handle those setbacks and how you learn from them. Are you gonna get up 1,000 times? If you fall 1,000 times, you're gonna be good in this market. So yeah, that's 4 years basically summed up for me. If I missed anything, I apologize. Today's my mother's birthday, so wish her a happy birthday in the comment section if y'all choose to. So I have to go. I'm in a little rush. I have to go do some things. But yeah, I hope this helped you out a little bit. Yeah, I hope this video shows if trading is for you or not. If you can handle everything, I believe in you. So I definitely believe you can do it. You just stick to it, learn it, and just understand that 10% of traders win is BS. There's abundance in trading, right? Anybody can be a profitable trader. It's just on you to do the work. It's just like starting a business. They say like what, 80% of businesses fail. Is it really the business or is it the person running it? So really anybody can do it. I believe anybody can. Just put the time and effort in. I really believe in you. If nobody does, I believe in you. I know you can. Go make yourself proud and go make me proud. Yeah. Some random black dude on the internet. Go make proud. But yeah, it's been your boy Elijah Trades. Hope this helped you out. And yeah, I don't really have much to say other than that. I'm going to have a series with Apex coming soon once I get some funded accounts. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, it's been your boy Elijah Trades. Hit that like button for your boy. Comment, sub, do it all. Yeah, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Deuces.